Play no games. Freaky. I could learn a lot from you, gotta come teach me. You a little hot girl, you a little sweet too. Sweet like Pearland, sweet like peach. I could tell you crazy, she couldn't. Seen it on the plane, trying to see that shit. I know I get her, cause I like that one. She can lock it down, I can tell by how you. See how you did, homeboy, so please take it. Good to have me on your side, I ain't saying that you. This guy's talk, but I ain't. Hey. No. Seen how you did, homeboy, please take it easy on me. I don't wanna play no games, play no games. I don't wanna play no games, play no games.
Welcome to Love, Lies, and Lacefronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notifications so you can be notified every time I go live. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Guys, how are you? I was trying to find an overlay, but I was like, you know what? Whatever. I feel like the fireplace is giving enough. Okay. It's giving enough. I don't like that yellow jacket in the background. Let me change that. Hold on. People always have something to say about my clothes rack, but I don't care. I like it to at least somewhat be aesthetically okay. Anyway, good morning, everyone. I just want to hey guys, good morning. Your spoiledness, good morning. Hi, pineapples. Hi, Camila. Hi, all my gang stars. Good morning. Good morning. Miss Brader's life. Shay, how are you, ladies? What's going on? Anisha, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Let's just do it like that. This is a work in progress over here. Okay. Daniela, hi boo. Hi boo. Camilla, Dr. Amira, is it Jeannie S? Good morning, hun. Good morning, good morning, good morning. That's everybody before I even did subscriber only. So good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Moving in silence, Ivy, good morning, baby. Good morning. Mastermind, everyone. Did I get everyone? I think I did now. Olivia Pope, how are you, babe? I see you, I see you. Ms. Mugga. Okay, so maybe I did skip some people. Ms. Mugga, Pauline, Shay, I already said good morning. Good morning to everyone. If I'm missing you, guys, I'm a little distracted. I wanted to really talk about Camel Toe Estates today, but I just feel like I don't know, there's something that's more important going on. Ruwinta October, our friend from South Africa. How are you, my dear? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Guys, South Africa's in the house. Good morning. Good morning, Ruwinta. Guys, look. Um, you know, honestly, on the YouTube streets, I think it's one of these things that when you are in a position and you've got a voice and you can spread your agenda louder and better and faster and get people on the I feel sorry for me bus or try to come up with some sort of bullshit to spread your agenda or try to get done what you need to get done, um, it's not a good day. It's not a good day for anybody. And, I see people out here. I'm going to just run my banner because I'm getting ready to give a whole lot of my opinion. I see a lot of people out here who say they're a boss, but they're a fucking baby. Okay. They're a bunch of babies and a bunch of brats. Okay. And I planned to talk about the Fugazi renovations over there at Camel Toe Estates today, which I guess I'm still going to talk about it a little bit. But there is a whole grown ass woman, according to herself, a whole grown ass woman who loves to say that she is grown and but loves to throw a rock and hide her hands. And it is really annoying because and I don't have the whole story, guys. I don't. Um I'm working on it. I did message Paris Harley. I messaged her because I wanted to understand like what happened. And the message I got back is that she's still trying to figure out exactly what happened. But basically, what we do know at this moment is that her channels are off of YouTube. Apparently, one channel was demonetized, and then she had another backup channel. Brought that channel to life a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and got the channel monetized and was resuming, some of her content. And yesterday, I saw Paris went live early in the morning. I was over on my channel. I saved it to my watch later basket. And I was in the kitchen last night making dinner and I went to click on it and I could not click on it. So I was kind of like, what happened? And when I went to Paris's channel, she had something up about um, there was a screenshot of something that I don't know if this is going to stay or not. This is a screenshot that was on her channel. So if you follow Paris, you would have seen this. And basically, it said something like Paris Harley Reloaded. We'd like to inform you that we've received circumvention of technologies complaint regarding your YouTube account. Upon review, we've determined that activity in your account violates YouTube terms of service. As a result, we've terminated your account. And that's on the Reloaded. So that was the backup channel. What's going on the main channel? I don't know, but I did send Paris a note just to ask some questions. And I guess whenever she figures it out, she'll get back to me or get back to us and drop a video or whatever. She does have an active Patreon and does have an active IG. So at the end of the day, to me, this is not a Keisha versus Paris. This is a free speech issue. At the end of the day, we have a right to give our opinions, even if the opinion is contrary to what you might feel, okay, or what you might think. At the end of the day, opinions are just that. And if someone doesn't like you and they don't fuck with you, that's okay. We don't have a right to lie on people. We don't have the right to make up stories. A lot of people want to bring up Tasha K and Cardi B, not necessarily specific to this situation, but when they hear something they don't like. Tasha K admittedly on the stand went and delivered stories to her community that she knew were not all together the truth. This is what she testified, okay? Whatever she's saying on her channel right now, there was testimony that was given that that she knew that she was moving ahead with information that was not accurate. Okay, so basically a lie, right? Um, you can't lie on people, you can't spread false truths. If you are damaging people's reputations, things like that, and you can prove it, which on a stand, Cardi B was able to prove things against Tasha K. Someone getting on their platform and doesn't like you, they think you're fugazi, they think that you could do better, they think that your boyfriend is trash, they have an opinion on your boyfriend's sexuality. Um, Maybe that may not feel nice, that might not be pleasant, unless you are stating for a fact that you know something and you are spreading willful lies. That's just someone giving their opinion, in my opinion. Now, I don't know the full facts on this case. I don't know. I have not watched every video. I have not watched every live stream. I have not watched all of the back and forth, everything between what's gone on between these two. But at the end of the day, as someone who speaks on Keisha's channel, um, I try, I don't want copyright strikes. I don't use enough of her media. I don't just repost her media. So I'm not really worried about her copyright striking me. And I think maybe she already knows that people out here already have the knowledge. And if you try to copyright strike me, I'm just going to appeal it. And you can bring forth your registered copyright on what is licensed or whatever. And we can handle that accordingly. I don't think it's fair. YouTube is not being fair at all. YouTube, so this is what YouTube is doing. This is just my opinion on what I think I know, because I don't know everything about what's going on yet. So I don't want to say this is what's happening. Um, but YouTube every year and periodically will update their terms of service, right? And YouTube is not getting involved. For as much as people might think they're not being fair, they're not getting involved. If Keisha is able to provide the proper verbiage, the proper argument, she clicked on the proper complaints, then she was able to manipulate, or and I mean manipulate as in not, manipulate as in, let's say, maneuver. She's been able to maneuver the system to get an outcome that she wanted. Does that make sense? Like, it may not be fair, but if you're coming as a channel holder and you've got the argument and they find fault with it, it's possible that whatever Paris needed to do to fight to keep her channel, or needs to do to fight to get her channels back, that's what she needs to do. It's possible she may need to consult an attorney to give her the proper argument that she needs to um, rebut, or to appeal the decisions. And but it's all about like this finesse game. And I think that Keisha was able to figure out the right way to finesse what she says is a long term harassment. That's what she's calling it, right? um It's awful. It's awful to me because I feel like you cannot stop commentary. You cannot stop people from giving their opinion. There's someone out here right now that's getting ready to turn on their camera because maybe they're not happy because she's not showing enough of whatever content that they want to see. And it's not that they are coming out as some sort of disgruntled subscriber. It's just that they're coming out as someone like, hey, I really liked watching her channel and da 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 da. And next thing you know, there's like 5,000 views and someone's mad, right? Because we know that notoriously we have seen and people have stepped forward and said that they made a video, just a random video, it got some views and Keisha struck them. And oftentimes she likes to strike people who don't know any better. That and I don't and I mean from a naivete standpoint, not that they're dumb, but just the fact that they might be new to YouTube and oh my God, this person saw me. Um, I'm not just sitting here in my closet somewhere. This YouTuber that I referenced, oh my goodness, they feel a way, and it stuns people. I mean, we've heard Toya talk about when she put up that first video and Keisha came for her and she was like, I didn't even have your content in here. But at the end of the day, what probably happened is that Toya said something that got up under someone's skin, more than likely Keisha, right? She was mad and she struck her channel, and she struck it once, she struck it three times. And Toya was then in a position where she's talking to Keisha to try to get her channel back because she didn't know what to do. And when she did appeal it, I think maybe it got, pushed back, or, they'll give you another chance, right? You guys have heard the stories, right? Um, Myself, I was really lucky. The first time I got struck by Strong Mommy Chrissy. And the reason why I got my video back was because I was lucky. This is the reason why I was lucky, not because she struck me. I was lucky also because I had been watching someone who had just gotten struck by Olivia. This was years ago, Melisandre Lopez. Or maybe she just goes by Melisandre now, but it used to be Melisandre. Maybe it used to be Melisandre Lopez, but whatever it is. At the end of the day, she is out here on these YouTube. She makes videos, and she was making videos about Olivia, and her videos were getting a lot of play. And Olivia struck her, and it was like, oh my God, she got struck. Like, it was shocking. And Melisandre talked to us about what happened. And then, the wisdom, and oh, if I would have known better, I could have done this and I could have done that. And I was listening. Okay. So when I got struck, I was like, oh my God. Okay. What am I supposed to do? I read the directions. Guys, if you ever get struck, read the directions from YouTube. YouTube tells you what to do. YouTube's not trying to take your video down. YouTube is a service provider. They are the go-between. They are the platform, right? We get a royalty. We don't work for YouTube. We get a royalty check. They're not paying us. They are paying us, but they're paying us a royalty. They're not paying us like, oh, you were so good to upload. Thank you. No, it was I sold advertising and here's your share of the cut. Here's your cut. Okay. You know how you go working, any of you who've done odd jobs with a friend, maybe you went and cleaned up your aunt's house, or you did something and you get your cut. This is our royalty check is a cut. Okay. So I knew what to do. So I was lucky I got my video back. I got struck again another time and I just did exactly what I did the first time and I got my video back, right? Keisha, from what has been said, has been taking advantage of people who don't know the system yet, people who are small people. Good morning to everyone coming in. Hit the like button for me. Um, she's been taking advantage of people who just don't know any better, and she feels away. I was watching a video. This is from last week, girl. Y'all can tell me. She went and got her hair done. Okay, she went and got her hair blowed out and went and got herself a mom style, and it looks cute. Got a little flip, and girl, she got the little flip going, and girl, this scene. If you guys watched this video, I'm not even gonna go into it today because it was manic to me. It was absolutely manic. Um, It was absolutely redonkulous. She literally talked her ass off. I don't know how long she was on the phone with this person, but the scene lasted for probably 10 minutes. And just the love session that she had for herself, with herself, to herself, was absolutely just like, can I even use this? I don't even know if y'all can hear that. I think maybe you can. Girl, a mess. It was, girl, it was just, she does look like her mother. She does. Do you guys remember when her mom says her mom says, well, you look just like me? And Keisha laughed in her face. Keisha laughed dead in her face. Okay, girl. She does look like her mother, and so does the youngest child. And we're not going to say no name. Don't even mention the children in this chat because we're not even, girl, we don't, girl. Okay. Guys, we're in Atlanta today. Guys, welcome to Atlanta. Okay. You guys know I live just up the street. I'm in Charlotte. But yeah, girl, welcome to Atlanta. Okay. Welcome to the home of Camel Toe Estates. We're gonna talk renovations. I talked about this before, but I'm gonna see if my real estate agent, the beautiful Whitney, or I have a good friend who is now a licensed real estate agent in the city of Charlotte or licensed in North Carolina. I don't know if you have a national license or if it's just by state. That's a good question to ask, but I may get a real estate agent here on the line with us to talk about some things and just to help us understand, and maybe answer some of your questions. And maybe even the broker, the dream team that got me and my husband into this house. It wasn't hard work, guys. They didn't have to because I'm an older doll and all of my foolishness with finances, yeah, that's in my past. I learned how to use money as a tool, and I've learned also to make money my friend, and I also love to make money. That's why I show up here because I make money from this. Um I enjoy securing a bag, right? And when you like to make money, you have money. And if you are of a broke mindset and listen to what I'm saying, if you like to have money and you want to have money, then you need to get up. I sleep very little, guys. I probably get about 5, 6 hours of sleep because in between working a job, doing YouTube, taking care of my family, having a 10-year-old that now has appointments and places to go and things to do and people to see and Zooms to get on and, sports to eventually get into and things like that. Girl, I'm a busy lady. But in all of that, I like to make a bag. I was telling a friend of mine, we were laughing about Jasmine and the nanny or Jasmine and the maid. And I said, you know what? If I were going to get a housekeeper, however much it costs, let's say it was $600, and let's say I make $600 on a video, right? Excuse me, $100 on a video. I would make sure that I dropped 6 extra videos. That's how I see it. Like if I want YouTube to pay for something, I just in my mind think, okay, this is how much I make off of a video. $50, $25, $100, however much I make, not how much you make, but how much I make on a video. I would just figure out, oh, okay, it's going to cost me this. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to make sure that from what I normally do, I'm going to do this because YouTube is going to pay for it. If I need to get a housekeeper up in here, if I need to get someone to clean my home, then that's how I would pay for it. Just kind of thinking about Jasmine and her poverty mindset, Jasmine and her rinse and repeat of I'm going to do the same 20 boring videos every single month, and how now she's decided that she's mad and that she's also being bullied because people are speaking their opinion on her and she doesn't like it, right? So now all of the babies, all of the brats on the YouTube streets are now flocking under Keisha. I feel like I've got a hair on my chin. Not a hair on my chinny chin chin. It's something on me. Um, do you know what I'm saying? Like YouTube, the thing that I love about YouTube is uncapped earning potential. You can make just as little or just as much as you want. I mean, yes, you've got to have subscribers or people to come through to watch your content, but once you have figured out and you see what you have in front of you, which your analytics will tell you, you can pretty much write a check. Okay. Now, it is within reason because it's limited by the amount of people that will watch your channel, right? But when you want to do something, if you set your mind to it, you can get it done. Okay? You use your money, you don't let your money use you. Okay? So lots of great topics that we could talk about today, but unfortunately today I do feel like there is someone on YouTube who was treated unfairly. At the end of the day, there are a lot of people, including people in Keisha's camp, who do some really peculiar things, like think that it's okay to out people. Now, at the end of the day, I was involved in my own scandal. Yeah, I wasn't outing anybody. I'm not twisting anyone's arm. I certainly did not give out anyone's private information. Showing a picture that is already public on another platform, well, it's debatable. Okay, it's debatable whether I connected some dots or not. But at the end of the day, when you are literally outing people, doxing people, exposing people, and you now are starting a complete and total anti-bullying platform, and you have people in your camp, and you have people whose videos that you're sharing and information and all of these things, and people who are now showing up in comment sections and all kinds of stuff like that, who are basically doing the same thing. To me, it's the hypocrisy for me. It's just the hypocrisy. How do you square up outing someone's sexuality and being an ally to the LGBTQ community? Okay? A. Because you are no longer a lesbian. You are no longer LGBTQ identified. Now you are LGBTQ ally. I'm so proud of myself I could say that without messing it up. But it's okay to out someone and to continue make that a reason that there's a man out here who is harassing me. There's a man who is pretending to be a lady, and this person has never said that they were not a lady. Okay? Now there's some people out here who I'm just like, okay. But and that's just a joke. Look, at the end of the day, Paris is who Paris is, and we don't know who Paris is. I don't know what Paris has between her legs, and it's none of my business. It really is not, and I really don't care. You know, I think last year when Dee first came out and she started doing her PowerPoint presentations of all of the text messages and all of the things, I did have some questions because there were things that Paris was saying that didn't match up with what Dee was saying, like in terms of like her version and Dee's version, right? Um, at a certain point, when it became the witch hunt of people's high school pictures, calling people's families, all of those things, I don't care what you say about me and anything that I've done on this YouTube. I don't call people's grandmothers, mothers, harass people. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like at a certain point, fair is fair and right is right. And there have been people in Keisha's camp who have been fighting the fight for her, maybe not commissioned by her, maybe not paid by her, maybe paid by her. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is that you cannot out someone and say that you're being bullied. How are you being bullied when you are trying to out someone for their sex? How are you bullying? How are you saying you're being bullied when you're at signing people? I know people like to at sign people out here on YouTube. Let me tell you something about at signing. And to anyone in the bushes who's watching right now, there's a couple of trolls that like to at sign me. All you're going to do is get blocked. I won't see it. And if you want to continue to send people to my channel so they can see how fugazi you are and how a legit of an operation I'm running over here, how this is not just in the dark avatar commentary, that I actually show the fuck up, that we have things like merch over here. Like this is a real brand. This is a real thing going on over here. If you want to at sign me, I think to me, low key, this is what Keisha did. I think low key, so number one, back to me. Number one, if you want to keep at signing me, keep sending people to my channel, my vlog channel. Thank you. I so appreciate it because the numbers are going up, and thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. But you're blocked. I won't see it. So and I don't visit your page. I don't visit your community posts. But today I noticed that I was being tagged by a troll, and I had to go ahead and block them. And so that's done. It's like, okay, but keep sending traffic my way. I appreciate it. Thank you for the free promo. Even though I don't particularly want your audience, but if they want to come through and watch, it's the watch time that pays. As long as they're not trolling, I don't give two fucks. Okay. Back to Keisha. This is what I think. When Keisha did that long manifesto and was at signing Paris, what I think low key is that she was sending people to Paris's channel, and people were then now flagging. I think it was like a low key, this is my opinion, I think that she was low key sending people to the channel so that they could flag and complain and they knew where to go. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. Now, in light of some things, you know, I'm not changing too much. I'm gonna give my opinion all day. I don't need to use someone's video to say I think you're fugazi. I don't need someone's video to prove that when I said you need a fucking budget to renovate this big ass renovation project that you're getting ready to do, and the people like you can't be in her bags. You trying to insinuate she doesn't have any money and da 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 da. No, I'm just saying that even wealthy people have budgets, okay? And the sticker shock and now the discount shopping don't match up. Just like people were saying, "Oh, the $1 million house hunting to the not $1 million house buying didn't match up." I'm not matching up all of the fanciful plans, all of the Jackie Ina living lavish house design you said you wanted to do and what's actually happening on the tile that you're trying to pick up for 49 cents. Okay. One thing I can say about contractors is contractors get very tired. Okay. And contractors are going to, when they sense that you don't have any money, and then they make you not a priority. Look, this spring is coming, tax money is coming. What do a lot of middle class, upper middle class people do when they get their little tax income, their refund on money that they paid in and now that they're getting back? Because we debunked all of you out here who like to think that people are living lavish off a tax return. Let me tell you something. I wouldn't have the tax return if I didn't make the bags to pay the taxes that I overpaid that the government is now giving me back. Okay. So don't worry about my tax return because that's my money anyway. And if you want to learn how to break even and not give interest free, I feel like I maybe that was my brush. Um, not give, I'm sorry, I just feel like I've got a hair on me. Not give an interest free loan to the government and more of a break even of your money. Um, then you need to learn what your dependents really should be so that you're not, if you want to get a $10,000 check back, do it. But if you would rather just file, break even, have your money throughout the year and not give the government any more than they need to get, then you should talk to a tax accountant and they can tell you where you really need to position yourself to maybe just break even. But it's nice to get extra money. But back to what a lot of middle class women do when they get their money, you know what? They'll go get a mommy makeover. They'll go get some tatas and some tetas. Okay. They'll go do something. They might go buy a bag, or your husband might go ahead and book a trip. Okay. Um, Everyone's not going and buying stacks of Pampers and formula and having to convert over from plastic dressers to a real dresser. And if that's what you're doing and that's what you have to do, good for you. But at the end of the day, everybody is not doing that. Some people want to down people for stocking up. There's nothing wrong with stocking up. If you want to stock up and you want to level up, that's a good thing. If leveling up to you is getting some new tits, go right on ahead. But what some people also do is renovate their homes. Okay. They might get some new kitchen counters. They might buy a new refrigerator. They might buy different things. There's new levels. There's levels to this. Okay. So when people get an influx of money, there's a big difference of what some people are doing, what other people are doing, and a wealthy person, you're probably never going to hear them talk about a tax return because at the end of the day, they're usually either breaking even or owe. Most people who are very prudent with their money would rather write a $3,000 check than get a $10,000 refund. You gave up money that you could have used to invest in Bitcoin or crypto or go on a vacation and let that sit with the federal government as an interest-free loan. They're not giving you interest on that overage that you're paying. You're just getting it back, right? Okay? When they feel like sending it to you. Don't get me started on tax returns and tax money and stuff like that. But I don't rely on a tax return because typically I don't get one. But that's okay. That is okay because I'd rather have my money and use my money throughout the year. That being said, though, if I were to get some money back this year, I'm going to do something to improve my home. I'm going to do something for my kitchen. I'm going to do something for my backyard, right? Keisha likes to pretend like she has unlimited money and that she didn't need a budget to remodel this kitchen. And if you talk on her, she's mad. She's mad. She's mad, mad. It's always a fucking problem. And now she's got this bullying campaign where you're sitting and at signing people, which makes people do what? Go to Paris's channel. Do what? See Paris's videos. Because they're sympathetic to Keisha, now they're going to flag the video. And you had other influencers. When does Keisha ever put up community posts? Now all of a sudden you're using the community post. Who educated you? Your top person. Your top, I mean, girl, it's like a goon squad over there. It's like the minute that Keisha, like, nobody should be like, oh my God. If Keisha were a boss, if anyone is a boss, you buying a house should not really be that big of a deal because we expect bosses to make boss moves. Why do we need to like, I mean, well, I meant to do this one. I expect a boss to be a boss. And if you're a boss, I expect you to make boss moves and buy a house, right? There's not like, why would you live in a too small apartment? That's not a boss move. Unless you're like, girl, I'm saving $10,000 a month. And you know what? At the end of this, I'm going to be paying almost cash. I'm putting down half. We're going to be 50% equity the minute we move into the house. Who buys who buys, I'm assuming you meant fixed rubber, for that much and don't, okay. And see, 400 neighborhood is not a bad place to be. So maybe the neighborhood's nice. So maybe they did buy well, or well enough for their pockets. But like I said this in my video that I was seeing 50, maybe even to $100,000 in renovations. Did she not know that? When her friend did that bathroom that was done by that guy, her contractor, didn't they talk price? See, to me, there is nothing wrong, and I see it all the time. I go into luxury stores and I hear people asking or looking at price tags. There's nothing. Look, if you got the pockets, even people with big pockets, there's a certain point that you might just say, you know what, I'm not paying $2,500 for a t-shirt. I don't want to pay $500 for just a t-shirt. Maybe someone does because it's part of a particular outfit and you're treating yourself. And damn it, you just want it. You just want it. When you guys showed up and showed out for my birthday, did I need to buy the almost $800 Versace robe? No. I've got a ton of robes. That's number one. I got a ton of robes. I'm like a robe addict. But when I looked and I had a nice sum of money and I said, one day, if I'm not on YouTube, I want to remember what YouTube STREETZ did for me for my birthday this year. I want to buy something nice that I can luxuriate in and remember BougieGang came together and put this money together. And I wanted to spend as much of it as I could. And I went and I got on the Versace website and I bought myself the gold Versace bathrobe because that's just what I wanted, right? I didn't need it, but that's what I wanted. It wasn't a need, it was a want, right? Keisha is silly. She's very silly. And I know she doesn't like to be recognized as silly, but what confirmed the silly for me was last week, girl. She was in the car. This may have been Wednesday or Thursday. She had gone to get her hair done. I don't know if it was the same hairdresser or not. Okay. It was one of the cast of characters of hairdressers, right? And she went, got her hair done. This might have been the girl that she did the Instagram like before and after with. A boss understands financial and and absolutely Ashanti also and a splurge. There's nothing wrong with splurging, right? But splurges need to make sense, right? if you want to renovate a home, it would have been good to have a capital kind of cap. Like, we're not going to spend, like, get a contractor in there to even understand based on what I want. What is this going to like? Give me a big number just so I know what I'm working with. When she said, this is what I'm telling, this is my opinion again. This is how I know that she's not working with a lot of capital. Number one, she did a video a couple of weeks ago talking about her and Jeremy had an investor. There's someone who's putting some cash into the businesses. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having someone put some money towards your business. But when she was at the discount tile place and was talking to us in the video about how she just got approved for a credit card at the discount tile place, I was like, "Bish, what's going on with your credit?" Number one, what's going on with your credit to the point that you're not sure that you're going to get approved? Like, how is it you go and apply for a store card and you just don't assume that you're getting it? How is it that you don't have a major credit card with enough bandwidth to make the purchase and get that cash back? I went to Sam's the other day and I was buying, and the lady said, "Oh, you've got $115 on your Sam's, my Sam's rewards. Do you want to apply this to this purchase?" See, when I got that computer a couple of weeks ago on my vlog from Sam's and paid for it with my Sam's Visa, yeah, I also got back some money on that. They gave me money back. But Keisha was like, "Girl, and I just got approved for a discount, whatever, the discount spot credit card." I thought you're a boss. Like you should have just known you were going to get approved for it. I was like, "Okay, Keisha, girl, keep talking, girl, because someone like me is gonna keep listening. I'm listening because you're talking, and I'm hearing, okay, because bosses make boss moves. Bosses pull out their American Express. Bosses pull out their Visa with a 5, 10, $20,000 limit. A boss would have, if you already have equity in that house, gone to the bank and immediately got a line of credit for $20,000 on a Visa, and you would be just doing a home equity loan, okay? You would be using your home equity line of credit on a credit card from Bank of America, Chase, whoever you want to use, right? That's how a boss would use some money. Not be over here applying for the 27% store card at the discount tile spot and be trolling in the discount baskets for 49-cent tile. Not saying that you need to buy the most expensive, but that wouldn't have been part of the story. Once I put it all together and made it look amazing, I'd be like, "Guys, and let me tell you about the price." Okay? Your girl was shopping for a sale. Like, you don't even know how to finesse it to make it look fly. Like, there's nothing wrong with getting a discount. There's nothing wrong with the discount bin. But at the end of the day, put the shit together, and then Raven is frugal, but that's why Raven has money, right? I was just watching Raven do her craft room this morning, actually. Um, and the difference in the two, yeah, Raven already knows. Yeah, I'm not. Raven is number one. That Raven's a Virgo, and I think Chef Tony is a Virgo too. Okay. Hey TMR, hi Boo Boo, good morning. Um, Raven is frugal, and Raven is gonna go in like, "Mom, we're not spending over $1,000, okay? And I mean everything, okay? And it's gonna look gorgeous." And she's, "Oh, Mom, I want my house to look like Restoration Hardware, but I don't want to pay for it. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna do our DIYs. Yes, I'm gonna spend, and I'm gonna get the $10,000 couch, but I'm gonna do my homemade paintings, right?" Or she's gonna go to at home. She's gonna have high low. Any of you guys out there watch High Low Lux? I love High Low Lux. High Low Lux will have her Bottega shoes on and a Bottega bag, but she got on some jeans from Target and she has on a Zara blouse. Okay. The outfit is maybe $150, but the shoes and the bag are giving 5,000. Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? Keisha does not even know how to finesse this, even from a standpoint of an influencer, to make it even sound exciting. Raven will talk about a sale. You don't even hear the sale. You just see the aesthetics and how nice it looks. Keisha is in here. Keisha is over here doing this. Keisha is standing in the kitchen in a bra with a headband, with her bracelets and a scrunchie, and talking big, but really not giving the vibes to match up with what she's saying and what she's doing. And that's why people have a problem. Oh, and I didn't know, and I noticed this the other day, but I don't know. Did you guys notice, are we at 502 now, or had she been at 502? Guys, do you remember the day that she was like looking outside and looking for the cops? Was she at 504? Because I feel like she's at 502 now. Not that I'm really paying attention, but I told you guys, if things were going to keep going in the same direction, we would see 499 by the springtime. Okay? I'm thinking we're going to see, let me see if I can find it on here. I feel like last time I brought up some, I don't know if it's on here. I don't know what's going to come up on this one. Let's see. Okay. Oops. Oops. This is when the vloggers want to do reactions. I call it reaction. Okay, let's see. Where is Keisha? Is Keisha on here? I don't know. I saw Keisha was at 502, y'all. I saw Keisha was at 502, but I could have sworn she was at 504. But now she's at 502. So we'll look into that. I'm gonna look at my screenshots. I can't find what I'm looking for right now. I didn't plan to even talk about that. But and hey, everybody wins and loses subscribers every day. I've been winning and losing subscribers every single day. She's down to 502. She was at 503. Okay, last time I saw her, she was at 504. So like I said, guys, this is what happens when you are winning and losing subscribers. Like for instance, when everything went down with Strong Mommy Chrissy last week, I'm not gonna lie, I lost, not a lot of subscribers, but I lost a few. And about a month ago, I lost some subscribers. See, a real boss knows how to own the shits. Okay. At the end of the day, something happens. That's not girl, that's not anything. That's a setback. People have setbacks in business, right? There's the setback and there's the comeback, right? Um, Keisha has been in a steady decline since I started watching her channel. I've been watching her channel for a little minute now, right at about a year or so, right when the whole Britney thing went down. And she was at maybe 5'11, 5'12 or something when I first started watching her. And it has been a decline like it's just been a steady decline. And it's not just the losing subscribers, because you get subscribers every single day. But you also, so her rate of gain versus her rate of losing is not necessarily matching up. So we're seeing a slower decline than just like when I might lose a subscriber to, I have obviously a smaller subscriber count, but if I lose 30 subscribers, that's really someone didn't like a video or some shit happened that people just didn't like, right? And they're telling me that by unsubscribing, right? And they may or may not come back and watch a video. Keisha has been in a steady decline like for a minute now, where we've seen at least almost 9 to 10,000 just on face, right? And which means that she's lost more than that, because people are just finding Keisha's channel today. Somebody will fall up on her channel and be like, "Girl, I didn't even know she existed. Hey girl, oh wow, she's got 500,000. That's awesome." But they don't know that she's been losing, right? Now, Keisha's job is to keep them focused on her and not come looking for people like me. Okay. And when they come find people like me, it's like, oh, I didn't really know all this stuff was going on. This is interesting, right? This is interesting. Wow. Okay. But putting up commentary, doing your commentary in the comment section and tagging someone that you have been low key trying to out their sexuality, what resides between their legs. Yeah, that's not a good look for someone who's on an anti-bullying and elementary school tour. Okay. So Keisha in this video, she went and got her hair done. And I don't know if this was the same video, but I watched 3 videos back to back. This video, she was claiming the blood and talking to a friend that she can relate to on so many levels, who she said, "You're going to be in my wedding." Okay. Um, it's just the copy paste for me. It's just the normalcy of the random video that is so copy and paste that I just am just kind of like, Keisha, come on. I thought we were advancing the story. I thought you were going to Camelto Estates. I thought you were going to be talking to us about granite countertops and marble and budgeting and paint colors and swatches and all of that. Keisha is so busy on this anti-bullying, but also still talking about Jeremy, still talking about the outside, the baby that he had in a relationship outside of their relationship. She's still busy punishing him. She's still busy talking about it. She's still busy not minding her business. She's still busy angry. She's still just so busy. She's busy, guys, but she's not busy with Camel Toe Estates. She's busy running. I'm sorry. I've got mommy. Are you okay? Y'all, my 15-year-old dog is going through it, guys. Keep mommy in your thoughts and prayers, okay? Mommy is 15 and she's going through it and she's having a rough week. So just keep her lifted, my beautiful Australian shepherd. Okay. Um Keisha is at Camel Toe Estates and she said she wanted to share some content and I thought she was going to revert to renovation commentary or renovation content, budgeting, shopping, all of these things. And I mean, it was interesting to see her at the discount spot and it was interesting seeing her doing some of those things. Hold on one second. I'm sorry, guys. That's my baby. Portia, where's Portia? Portia. Girl, I don't know where Portia is. She's somewhere in here. She's probably sleeping in the bedroom. But they're normally always together. So that's weird. Anyway, I need to go check on Portia in a minute. Yeah, mommy's going through it, guys. But she stays close. She's fine. She's fine. But she's going through it. So any of you dog owners out here, exactly, a happy person moves on. Look, this is the deal. And I mean, there's so many different things that we could talk about just from what we've just been talking about for the past hour, but this is the main thing. Keisha is in a position where she's got some people listening. And for that reason, it would not be I'm listening and I'm hearing and I'm seeing. Um Keisha cannot just shut people down just to shut people down. I think that she felt a certain type of way about Paris. She got people vested in many different things for many different reasons. The man narrative. I don't know why people did not um call her out on outing someone's gender. It is not appropriate. Like at the end of the day, we're not going to go run with pitchforks down the YouTube streets to chase after someone to find out why they do or don't have a baby, or you know why something that is really no one's business in someone's business. Like for instance, last week the whole Strong Mommy Chrissy thing. Just because I'm talking about it, I was not sending Chrissy a virtual twisting of the arm. I was talking about something I was talking about, right? Whether she chose to talk about it or not and give us the detail is up to her. Bullying is when you're at signing people. I think more than once, I think they give us the ability to at sign someone because they want us to be able to tag people's channels. I mean, when YouTube gives us a functionality, they do want us to use it. But if you're using it to harass someone, that's not a good idea. Now, were either of the two using it to harass each other? I think either both of them were messaging and tagging each other so that they got the message. But I think low key, Keisha was trying to send people to Paris's channel to flag because she put up the whole thing. She put up the narrative that this was a man. I just wonder how people felt when they went to the channel and saw someone who is a woman, either someone who presents as a woman or is a woman. I don't really care. At a certain point last year, I think I started talking about this, but I don't know if I finished my thought. When I first even saw Paris, um, I never even had a thought that she's anything other than a woman. And at the end of the day, what Paris has between her legs is Paris's business. And I hate to keep saying it that way, but I want to drill it all the way down to the fact that there are people out here trying to expose what this person has between their legs. And that's not appropriate. It's just like, all jokes aside, all of the inappropriate calling around and trying to get a hold of family and relatives, that shit is whack too. But as far as really like someone's anatomy is really not our business. It's just not. It's just not. And I'm just trying to figure out how some of these influencers who are showing up in the comment section can justify. Maybe they don't know, but how are they justifying Keisha's argument in her manifesto? I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't. I don't get it. And to me, I don't care what Paris has in her pants. That's not part of her commentary. She never talks about that. She doesn't talk about sexuality. She doesn't talk about LGBTQ. We know she has some LGBTQ friends. Who doesn't? You know, who doesn't? Who doesn't have lots of different friends? Who doesn't have diversity in their friend group? Who has to every day say, I'm LGBTQA? You know, I'm an ally or da 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 da. Why do we have to? Why can't you just, if you're not a hater, you don't have to say LGBTQ. It doesn't matter what people are doing. It doesn't matter how they do it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. I don't have to say I'm an ally because I am an ally. I don't have to, yeah, it doesn't matter to me because I treat everyone the same. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. And if I fuck with you, I do. Period. And that's just it. I just find it really crazy. And I did want to also talk about Jayla today, but I'm just kind of like, Jayla, really? You have all these friends. I'm assuming you're an ally because you are friends too many, and definitely some. There's the guy who shows up who moved from New York down to Atlanta who made her little birthday outfit. And I think he's openly LGBTQ, right? Um, is it okay? Do you think it's okay to him that Keisha was outing someone who is alleged transgender, who has never even talked on the topic, who talks to us about wigs, Sephora, shopping, clothes, Keisha, and other topics? I've never heard Paris really talk on that topic as a topic. I've heard Paris defend herself on the topic, but that's not a topic of commentary on her channel. And Keisha brings it up all the time. And to defend herself, she wants to say she's an ally. Why don't you stop just saying you're an ally and be an ally? If you were an ally, there's no way that you can justify doing a witch hunt for what this girl has in her pants or doesn't have in her pants or what's there and what's not. I think it's crazy. I think it's absolutely crazy. And I think that the reaction community, if you do commentary and you rely a lot on other people's media, um, I know for me, and I'm going to speak for me, and I'm speaking just about me at this moment because I don't tell people what to do. I just think that there is a big baby wave coming through. People are mad because they're not progressing. Some people are just stupid. They feel away. They feel the pinch of people talking about them. They feel the pinch of people having opinions on what they do and how they do it. So they're going to do things like try to accuse you of stealing their content. No, see, I've gone through this whole entire video and I'm permitted to show your picture. I'm even permitted to play your content. but I'm not trying to, I don't even want that I don't want that on my channel at the moment. Like today, I'm not feeling that. Nobody really wants, if someone wants to hear your voice, they can go check it out. If you want to go check out the video of Keisha getting her hair done, it's posted from last week. Um, Girl, if her program extends to North Carolina and I found out that she was coming to a school that I had any association with, I might have a problem with it. That's just me, because the walk and the talk are not matching up. See, I can be bitchy on this internet and in real life. So I tell you, this I don't play bitch just for YouTube. The walk and the talk matches up. Don't play sweetie, Miss Sweetie, Miss Innocent, Miss this, that, and the third, but we really know that you are really about that vindictive life, and that you can't take the heat, you can't take the criticism. And it's just very unfortunate that there is this whole culture now of people coming up, and Keisha is trying to rally them, because even a dim and delusional dodo head nincompoop like Lives Life, aka Lives Way, aka Living with the Webs, is now talking about Keisha's channel. This girl, Olivia, knows nothing about Keisha Kaylee. She knows nothing about her channel. She knows nothing about this woman's lifestyle. I don't even know how she can relate to her other than on some maybe relationship stuff. My Jazzy life. Jasmine admits to really not watching anything. Jasmine is dim. Now all of a sudden, she's talking about Keisha Anderson because the word is getting around about what is going on with her in Paris. So yeah, absolutely transphobia, homophobia, all of those things. I mean, look, no one out here is perfect, and I think that there's a way to manage things before you have to get everyone else involved. I don't know. Look, there's a lot of there. We already know that there's a lot of hypocrisy out here. There were a lot of people last week when I went through my thing with Strong Mommy Chrissy that had so much to say, but they're out here sending letters to people's husbands. They're sending videos and links to people's husbands. They are the first ones at the police department. They are filing reports. They are on live all night. You can tell they don't get no fucking sleep. They are out here doxing the fuck out of people. They doxed before. They will dox. They will continue to dox in the future. They do all kinds of shit. It's just the hypocrisy for me. You know what I'm saying? It is the hypocrisy on the hypocrisy and the sham of the sham. And you know what? I'm not above calling it out, because I know me. I'm not perfect, but at the end of the day, I own my shit, right? And if I do something, I can say, "Oh yeah, I did that. I sure did. I did." And maybe that wasn't a good idea. Sorry, sis. Or yeah, I did it, and I don't have a problem with it. I don't care. Um, Now all of a sudden, people are getting up on their 10-foot high horses and wanting to take people's channels down. And it's so funny that the people who say that people want to take their channels down, they're the ones steadily trying to take other people's channels down. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. Guys, let's continue the conversation down in the comment section. Sis got to get to work. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for listening. Comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to talk about. We can do that. I will do a reaction to some of what's her name, Keisha's videos later this week, and we will really talk renovations. But I'm going to ask my girl Whitney, because it's going to be less about Keisha's videos than it is more on the topic. Let's talk money pit renovations. Let's talking about aligning what is a good and sound investment to maybe what is not. Why don't we talk about some things like that? Because some people out here are up in their feelings because they feel like people are talking about them. And some of these alleged grown-ass women can't seem to take the heat, right? Okay. Okay. Are we bosses, or are we brats and babies? Huh? Okay. Guys, have a good day. I'll see you later.
Play no games. Freaky. I could learn a lot from you. Got gotta come teach you. You a little hot, you a little sweet too. Sweet like Pearland, sweet like peach. I could tell you crazy, she crazy. Seen it on the plane, trying to see that shit. I know I get her, cause I like her home. She can lock it down, I can tell by how you. See how you did, homeboy, so please take it. Good to have me on your side, I ain't saying that you. This guy's talk, but I ain't. Hey. No. Seen how you did, homeboy, please take it easy on me. I don't wanna play no games, play no games. I don't wanna play no games, play no games.
Welcome to Love, Lies, and Lacefronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notifications so you can be notified every time I go live.